Welcome back to Just Fruity Blended. I'm Jesse.
And I'm Tom.
And it's almost the end of fucking January. I'm waiting for the snow, honestly.
Yeah, it's in the east right now and the south.
It's hitting everywhere but here.
Yep.
Like someone on, I don't know, I think they must work remotely. I don't know where they work, but they had put in the group chat at work for, it's like our IT chat, whatever. Mm-hmm. Like, 5 feet of snow coming. And I'm like,
it's wild.
Thinking, where?
They're probably in like Buffalo. Like the east side of the lakes are supposed to get a lot of snow, I believe.
I seen a video and it showed Chicago, and I don't know how true it was because obviously anything you see online now, you just got to take.
Right, with a grain of salt.
Yeah, but it was like, it looked like it was in the Arctic fucking sea.
I'll bet.
There was like ice.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Big chunks of ice.
It's pretty wild. Well, the polar vortex has dropped over there, so it's like frigid air. Yeah,
we got Weatherman Tom.
I've been into it this year. I'm probably wrong on half of it, but I'm gonna pretend.
What was it? Because they got the Great Lakes right there.
They do. So, yeah.
I mean, because.
Lake effect snow, they call it.
Those lakes are huge. They look like little mini oceans.
They're like seas. They're just fresh water. Yeah, they're gigantic.
I know. I flew over. So on our way to New York, when you get on the plane, they have this thing like on United and I think on Delta too, but you can track your flight live.
Yeah.
So you go to this,
and you see like your GPS location or whatever.
Everything. You see the trajectory of where you're going, and at that moment you can see, we're over the Great Lakes.
Wow.
So there was a point where we were kind of right there.
So looking out the windows,
you could see.
Like you could see the lake. Mm-hmm. Was there ever a point were they big enough that from that height you couldn't see shore?
Oh yeah. You can see the shore line because we were right there. We weren't like over that water, but there was a point where.
But looking out the other window, it'd be just because I know that massive. On a boat, it's like being in an ocean. Like
it was massive.
Yeah, it
was crazy.
Man.
But yeah, I don't know. It looks cold as shit. But I want snow. I love snow. It's just fresh looking.
This is the thing that I've thought.
It's gonna be snowy in May.
So that's kind of the pattern that we've had in the past. So the polar vortex, right, is all the cold polar air up top. Uh-huh. And it's held in by pressures. Well, there's a point, excuse me, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think it has to do with El Nino, La Nina.
Oh, yeah.
La Nina is starting to collapse, and El Nino is starting to take over. So I think there's like a pressure there where the polar vortex is broken. That means that the Arctic air is able to drop down. So we have super cold air that's over the eastern United States.
Yeah.
And even down into the south. So you've got Texas through the Carolinas that are getting hit with the ice storm.
Yeah.
Well, in my memory of the last 2 years, we've had horrible storms. I'm not predicting or projecting.
Look at the almanac, Tom.
Honestly, I mean, I'm probably 100% wrong, and anybody that really knows weather is like, this guy's an idiot. But in my brain, I remember those years that we had really bad snow. Uh-huh. The snow came late. It came February through March, and then started to kind of go away in April.
Yeah, because I remember one year in March it was pretty. It snowed. I just remember that one year it was your birthday. We went to golf. Yeah. I don't know if it was on your birthday, but it was around that time.
Yeah, and it snowed on us. It was like a nice morning. It was nice,
and all of a sudden it was just like a snowstorm. Yeah, we had to stop it with the whole nine.
I do recall that, yeah.
That was a year. Yeah. That was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago.
It was a long time ago. And I don't remember I don't even know if that was one of the bad winter years.
It wasn't.
The bad winter years, February through March, we'd have weeks where school was just canceled. We'd have random delayed starts. We'd have no school.
So our work's like that. Like we have this app that you can track. You can track like they'll update you. So it'll be like a delay start, or it'll be like I don't know if they cancel work.
Yeah,
but
I know
so
on
if it's
the
delayed
site, it's essential workers, non-essential workers stay home. My dad used to be an essential, so he'd get called out at like 2 a.m. to go do snow removal and stuff like that. But
yeah, there's like the site, it has to run 24/7. So.
Right.
So yeah, they have to do that. They just had a big layoff over there.
Yeah,
not a big layoff. It was 40 people.
Yeah, but
it's a our president, she just came out and it's just like a restructure kind of. They're like changing some stuff. It wasn't people. I was reading comments because I seen it. Oh, they were talking about how it's money.
Oh,
like the government's
cutting money or something.
Yeah. It wasn't even nothing like that.
It was a normal.
Yeah, it was only like 40 people. There was like someone that I sit next to that sat not next to me, but in a cubicle next to me. He got the cut that Monday, and nice. I thought it was because this fool's I always caught him sleeping. So I was thinking this
might
fool's
have been
asleep.
One of the reasons.
But then there was someone there that they just got unfortunately that it
probably
happened.
Their position, like whatever their position was.
Yeah, one of the supervisors explained the reason why they did it, and I just can't remember exactly how they explained it, but it made sense from a managerial, the way I could see it.
Right.
It was just, it was basically like too many workers, not enough supervisors type deal. That's what it sounded like anyway.
Okay.
But hey, I was just wondering, how long before Trump changes the name El Nino and El Nina because it's too Mexican?
The boy and the girl. We're going to call it the girl storm.
Yeah.
She's the rager. She's the one that's really angry. No, right. If it's the Gulf of America.
Dude,
man.
America's crazy. It's hard to be like American right now.
I'm going to tell you, this is something that's
been crazy.
Rough. I'm angry today. Really angry.
Well, after that whole Minnesota thing, I watched like the video, like different angles, and they were like talking about how this guy drew a gun and he's waving it around, and you're watching this video and you're like, where?
Yeah, it's just blatant lies.
Where? Like everybody's seen the same video. Anybody who thinks, I hate the people that are coming out being like, they're cool with it, right? They're like, well, that's what he gets for having a loaded gun. But
these are the Second Amendment fuckers that for years. Yeah, right. The Kyle Rittenhouse thing.
Oh, well, what was that? It's the same shit, right?
No, these people have
He's carrying a gun in a protest.
They think that they have the rights and nobody else does. And this is I'm trying to be really respectful and understanding and not just...
I can't be. It's really hard because
every day we do the Pledge of Allegiance at school. And I believe in the Pledge of Allegiance. I know people that don't, and I understand the criticisms of it. But I am a traditional love my country kind of person.
Yeah, which is awesome.
And I do love my country, and I still love my country. I think our system of government, when done right, I think our values and our morals that I thought we had were the best in the world. A commitment to democracy, the ideals that all people are created equal, striving for a better, more perfect union where all people had equality in our system. And acknowledging we're not there yet, but we're on the march with progress. When we get to the line that says one nation under God, I used to really focus on the part under God and be like, I kind of have an issue with that because we're a school and this is our, we're a government entity and we're projecting that there is a God and we're really not supposed to do that. That part doesn't even bother me anymore. The part that bothers me is the lie, one nation.
Oh, yeah.
We're not one nation.
Oh, no.
We're divided. A nation of, nation, if you look at the definition of nation, it's not a geographical thing. It's people. It's the people within, right? How can you argue that we are one people? We openly have racism of whites versus blacks.
It's so Nazi looking.
The guy that leads the Minnesota group, whatever the fuck his name is, he wears Nazi uniforms. He gave a Nazi salute. To everyone out there that thinks that it's the radicals that are causing chaos, I'm a freaking radical because in my mind, the Nazis were bad. And I know that all my friends out there that are, there's a guy I really like. Mm-hmm. Really like him. If you hear this, I want you to know I love you, brother. But he's a churchgoer. And he's a wonderful person. I really, in his heart of hearts, he's a good person. But whatever he's watching, whatever world he lives in that is so universally different than mine, he and everybody else on this chain, and he has a right to say what he wants to say. This is America. I get it.
Yeah.
But my issue is when I see something and I just flat out cannot, as a human being, understand where you're coming from. There's a gal in Minnesota that went into a church because the leader of the church was an ICE leader. He was one of the guys in ICE, right?
Yeah. Okay.
And she basically did the Jesus thing, flipping the tables, and said, "This is not God."
Yeah, I watched that video.
Well, it said this guy made a comment, right? I don't do Facebook very often at all for good reason. But this one popped up, and for whatever God knows what reason, I'm like, oh, let me see what he has to say. Clicked on it, and I was instantly like...
No, people are kind of...
I don't know what to do with it. They were saying basically that she was not led by God. She was led by Satan. Which makes me ask, did you read your Bible?
Did you see what God did when they were doing that in the churches? God coming and flipping tables.
I want you to watch anything about Nazi Germany, and I want you to look at a citizen of the United States being held down on his hands and knees and being executed with 5 bullets with 7 agents around him.
They said 7 to 12 bullets.
Could be. I don't even know. At this point, that level of truth doesn't even matter. 1 bullet.
So I was looking through Facebook this morning, or one of those social medias, and a buddy of mine who's very like against the whole ICE thing, which awesome.
Yeah.
But he posted this picture, and it was crazy because it shows a Nazi, with his gun out, pointing it to a Jewish guy, and pretty much probably going to execute him, obviously.
Yep.
Well, it was compared to, and it shows that photo on the left from the 30s or 40s, whatever. And then it shows yesterday's incident, and they look almost identical
because they are identical.
You see, the stance, everything. I was like,
what is the purpose? What is the purpose of this chaotic action? This is America. We don't send militarized troops into streets to kill citizens. We don't do that. That's not something that we do. That is something that's done in third world countries when they want to eliminate.
Did you see it was Jesse Ventura, actually.
Yes, I did see.
Talking about statement. We're a third world country right now.
Well, he is 100% correct. For everyone that was a Tea Partier, for everyone who's been a small government person, for everyone who is a Second Amendment nut, this is the moment. I am more Second Amendment now than I ever was, because there's a point where I don't know what we're supposed to do. If my wife, who's a brown person...
Yeah.
If we're driving around and ICE gets even more amped up, and then around here what am I supposed to do if they're going to kidnap my American-born wife? I'm going to just sit there. You get to a point where it's like, all right, they're going to kill me anyway. So what option do I have? My rights, and I brought this fucking thing today.
I saw that. I was like, was that there? Was this in my house?
We don't even fucking know what this is anymore. This is a pocket constitution I've had since 2011. And I got this when those Tea Party nuts were out there acting like they were being treacherized by the federal government, because the federal government was actively trying to make people equal.
Yeah.
If you were black or you were gay or whatever, we were fighting for equality under the law for all people, which I know is a huge overreach and a scary thing, which means that straight white guys need to clutch their guns really, really closely to their hearts. Because maybe the gay will enter your heart through your butthole. I don't know.
I don't want that gay to get on me.
But I mean, this fucking thing is about this right now. This is it.
Yeah.
This is what it's all about. This is the shit that I was sick over when we put Trump up a second time. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking about January 6th and asking myself, how the fuck can we do this? And how can people I personally know still support this?
Yeah, I don't know.
I am so angry today. So just in my soul angry.
It's like
this was 100% foreseeable.
Uh-huh.
This is the only outcome that was going to happen. And now here we are.
And there's nothing you can do at this moment. Unless they impeach or do whatever.
I mean, even if they impeach.
I feel like that doesn't even do... What does that do, to be honest?
Okay, here's the deal. If they confirm it in the Senate, he's gone. Who's going to take his place? Right now, J.D. Vance. We impeach him. What is the ideology of the right?
J.D. Vance. I hate that guy's beard.
That guy, you know why he grew a beard? Because he's a fucking man-child.
So, you know what? It was funny.
I was not going to cuss a lot, and I was going to be calm.
Yeah,
I was going to be.
I mean, it's
nice.
angry times. It's angry times because like it is frustrating because you see one thing online, right, and you see the whole situation. You see different angles of the situation, but then you see like that. It was Christy Nomi or whatever.
Christy Nomi.
You see her come up and say lie straight up.
Here's why, though. Because the people that only watch Fox News and Newsmax, the people that are basically white Christian nationalists or just straight up racist, maybe Nazis, maybe whatever, you know what they watch all the time? They watch Fox News and Newsmax. You know what they do? They spread the lies. All they are is a propaganda machine.
I do like the mayor, though. Is he the governor
of Minnesota?
Is he the mayor or the governor? I don't know.
Well, Minneapolis is mayor, the younger guy.
Yeah, he's good.
So Tim Walz, who was running as vice president with Kamala Harris, he's the governor. But this young guy, yeah, I like him too. He said, "Get the fuck out of our city."
Well, there's a video I just seen. It was like that stupid bitch was like, well, maybe they can just go to like a little corner over here and protest peacefully. And he was like, well, no, this is our city. There was like, they were both on the same show, the One Nation or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was like, no, this is their right as American people.
Well, I'm telling you, the liberal guys out there that are in politics need to start going to those channels and bringing that truth to those channels, because when you watch independently without anyone else's narrative.
Did you want some? Yeah.
Oh, sure. The Renee thing, the gal that was shot before.
Yeah.
I did admit, at least on a police side, he was in front of her car. I could sort of see where an argument can be made that he was going to be run over. Can't quite justify the 2 shots after she already passed the motherfucker.
And calling her a fucking bitch.
And calling her, yeah, and making clear comments about her being lesbian. So I'm not standing up or saying that what he did was right, but I am arguing that I wasn't as sure that it would be a clear cut in court. He wasn't defending himself in the beginning.
You see this one where the guy actually disarms the dude.
Just watch it, people. Watch it for yourself without somebody else telling you the narrative, and tell me what you think you see.
Dude, when I first watched it, I'm like, okay, what's going on? Because I see it from the first time I seen it from whatever angle it was. And I just see like 5-6 guys on this dude, and one guy is just wailing on him with like the butt. It looks like the butt of a gun.
Probably
and he just like clubbing him. I'm like, what the fuck? And then you see one guy kind of like the way he stole something, and he kind of like runs off, and then you hear pow pow pow.
Yeah, he took the guy's gun because the guy was a concealed carry, illegal concealed carry.
Well, yeah, so that's the thing. Like, you see him take the gun. You see the gun, the actual gun that's hit the guy who owns it.
Yep.
You see that it's his gun, and then they shoot him, and I was like,
so the Second Amendment guys out there that have been angry about this, I really hope the NRA is going to be all over this, because we've dealt with those motherfuckers excusing school shootings for years.
No, see, I think all them NRA, all them, like, those people are for the whole ICE thing.
They are.
So they're okay with it.
Because that's not a Second Amendment issue. It's fake. It's politics fake. It has been for as long as I can remember. They've been pro-Republican, pro-no-gun laws at all, and they're more than happy with us losing our guns.
Dude,
yeah.
I swear I seen something, and it was like at night, so I didn't hear it. So I want to look at it, but it was supposed to be Trump saying that what we need is a dictator right now.
Sure, to quell this violence.
The greatest, leaders have been dictators, and
I completely disagree.
Well, no, yeah.
I mean, I know that you're not saying that.
No, I'm not saying. This is what it was said.
Yeah,
apparently,
the carrot man.
I have to look it up later on. I won't do it right here, just because it'll probably take me forever. But I wonder how true that was.
His
like
statement?
if he really did say that straight up.
It's what he wants. Whether he says it or not, it's adamantly clear abundantly clear that's what he wants. Whether he even realizes it or not, that's what he wants, because he's a person that doesn't like to be told no. He believes he's so right and so smart. He can't comprehend.
Dude, you know how he says he ended all these countries?
The wars.
So I seen these two leaders of these countries that he supposedly ended, and they're fucking clowning on Trump. They're like,
sure, they should.
They're like, hey, the other guy's going to the elevator. Are you gonna apologize?
Yeah,
for this
at the thing that they just had.
Yeah, and they're like, and they laugh because
it wasn't real.
Yeah, that one wasn't real. I guess it was a different country that I don't know if he ended it, but that's the country he was referencing. But the country,
well,
like,
regardless,
how come you didn't tell me about this?
So Greenland, you know, our new beautiful deal with Greenland. They're gonna allow us to have bases on Greenland, and it's
just a strategic thing, right?
Look. Let me finish this thought, and then we'll talk about that. He threw out the agreement that already existed, and then threatened all this stuff. And then when he realized that it wasn't going to work, he came back and he put back the exact same agreement we already had and pretended like he made an agreement.
Dude, that sounds like my boss that I used to have.
It's the same ideology.
Like takes credit for something.
Take credit.
Yeah.
It's like the Donald J. Trump John F. Kennedy Center. He put his name before Kennedy's. What kind of a sick motherfucker are you? What small-dicked ego do you have?
Did you hear that he's trying to erase the civil rights?
Right, because that's horrible.
Like it never existed.
This is why
isn't that what the Nazis did? Try to like erase?
Yes, erase history. Absolutely. And this is what it's all about. This is what these people have been about forever. This is why they've been small, limited government people, because they focused on the fact that it gave women the right to abortion, which you can argue about whether that was good or bad or whatever. But the civil rights was a good thing.
Yeah.
They hate it. They saw it as an overreach. If you look at the group of people that still adamantly support Donald J. Trump, they are the people that loved racism, that didn't think black people should have a right to go to the same school, who didn't think that they should have to live near black people. It's a one through. You can see exactly who these people are to their core.
It's crazy. The people that need to be deported or that don't belong here are mostly white people.
Christian nationalists. If you're a white Christian nationalist, I have nothing.
Natives. Why are you guys trying to go after natives? Obviously, this is their land.
How about Donald Trump talking about Greenland? Just because they landed a boat here 500 years ago doesn't mean it's their land. Really? You want to state that? You want that to be the rallying cry?
The Greenland people are like, I don't know what he's trying to do. We don't care about money. We're not a money country. Like they're all ice.
There's totally strategic reasons.
Do you think he took Greenland thinking it was like?
Took Iceland thinking it was green, or whatever.
Took Greenland thinking it was like
yes.
Thinking it was like, oh, there's gonna be so much
Greenland. There's gonna be a lot of beautiful things in Greenland.
It's just ice.
So yeah, that's the Shane Gillis joke.
Yeah. I know. I saw that. That's why
I mean, it's like, yeah, he's that fucking stupid.
I wonder if
he's not a smart person.
No,
he's not a smart person. Everything he's ever done has been like fundamentally wrong or ill. But people think he's great because he just keeps talking about how great he is.
He's just a salesman.
He's a joke. And
anyway,
it's disgusting. I do want to read this because I think it's important, especially now, and I think people need to hear it. So you have the Constitution that sets up our federal system of government, and then you have the first 10 amendments, right?
Yeah.
So, Amendment 1, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion. That's the very first thing mentioned. Shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, comma, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Number 1, they cannot make a religion that you have to follow. Mm-hmm. Number 2, they can't stop you from exercising your religion.
Can't protest.
Number 3, you have the right to speak, and the press has a right to cover without the government dictating what is covered.
Unless you're brown.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah. And you have the right to assemble and petition. You have a right to stand on the street corner and film ice. And they don't have a right to come up to you. If you're getting in their way, they have a right to arrest you. If you're standing off to the side, you can say what you want. Dude, this is...
so the guy that Alex got like murdered, I seen the video, like the one angle I seen, I didn't because I seen the first angle or whatever. Later on, I seen some lady that was filming the whole thing from a different angle. And you see the ICE guy. You see why the guy he was trying to protect this woman who got pushed. Like a guy from ICE pushed the fuck out of her. I was like, damn.
Yep. By the way, I call it an execution when you're held down like that and the gun's to your temple or your head or wherever it was, and they fire like that. It's a federal execution. They executed an American citizen for nothing. He was no real threat. Frankly, these guys, and I'm a law enforcement guy generally. I can watch a lot of videos and understand why people are upset, but I can also look at the policing side. This crap is ridiculous. These are federal agents. They have a job to do. Storming our streets the way they are and trying to terrorize us is not their job. They deserve to get punched in the face. I'm not saying that I would do it or that people should do it.
Annoying,
but man,
them going into like the schools.
Well, our schools won't allow them to. They have to have a court order, and there's a whole bunch of things. Well, no, because
you get the. They're supposed to be going after these criminals, like
real criminals, real criminals, which if they were doing, nobody would have an issue because they wouldn't be doing it this way.
But going to the school, taking
children,
even the teacher. Yeah, okay, maybe the teacher is here, but that doesn't make her. I mean, yeah, like technically it's a criminal, but it's not like. You're not doing anything.
I'm sorry. If you're a teacher here in the United States and you got your teaching credentials and you went through all that shit to become a teacher, we need teachers. Why do we want to get rid of that person?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Why do we want to rip that person that way out of a classroom full of children who are going to see it? What are we creating?
That's fucking...
What is this?
That's crazy.
The purpose is the fear. The purpose is... And unfortunately for them, it's just making rage. I am more angry now than I've ever been.
Do you think what's going to end up happening is Trump's going to like stop ICE and then be like, I put a stop?
I have no idea.
You know what I'm saying?
I think, strategic... I don't think he can acknowledge failure or that he made a mistake, even though he's ruining everything. I don't know that he can mentally... Like, look at January 6th. Look at what he did with January 6th. His mind would not comprehend it. There was a point where he, and it's on record,
last year,
we know, he said, I can't believe I lost to this fucking loser. And then, like, within a day, he was like, I didn't lose. There's no way I lost. I didn't lose. I won. He's mentally ill, probably a psychopath. He cares about nothing but himself.
Yeah.
Amendment 2. A well-regulated militia.
Yeah.
First thing stated, a well-regulated militia, comma, being necessary to the security of a free state, comma, the right of the people to keep and bear arms, comma, shall not be infringed. Your right to your gun is your second. This guy had a gun on him that he had a legal right to carry.
Yeah.
It was well-regulated by the state. He had a concealed carry permit. He had it concealed on his body. He didn't use it against the ICE agents. Watch the video for yourself.
No,
they held
he never had
him down to the ground, and they executed him.
Oh, yeah.
They violated his Second Amendment right. They violated his First Amendment right. Amendment 3, no soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of an owner. We haven't seen that yet. But they're sure pretty pissy when people don't let them come onto their premises.
Like, I need to stay at your home.
They would.
I need to sleep in your bedroom.
They will.
Like, bro,
let me tell you, if
I'm
going to
charge you
point,
$500 a week.
The thing that's sad is this doesn't matter when you're dead, right?
Oh, no.
We can have all the rights in the world. If they're just going to shoot us in the head. Amendment 4, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable search and seizure shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue, but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched, and the persons or things to be seized. So like when they're going through people's cars without a search warrant, without a judge-signed search warrant, an order of the court.
But I think, aren't they, since they're federal agents, and if they
is constitutional right.
If they have well, I saw something where if they have we believe that you're doing this.
No,
we can search.
No. There's. I'm
not trying to say it's okay. I'm just wondering.
Speaking, no, they do not, because this is the Constitution. The Constitution is the basic rights the government is held to.
Okay.
A company can fire you for saying something they don't like you saying.
Yeah.
Right? That's not free speech because they're a private entity. Public entities are different. If they're a part of the government, they cannot censor your speech, right?
Yeah.
We have these rights regardless of who the authority is. Now, probable cause can allow
That's what I'm wondering.
detention, not search. There is one clause, and I can't think of the name of it right now, but if like a police officer looks through a window and a guy is beating a woman to death, they have I think it's called the plain view doctrine, actually. They have the right to enter the premises for that purpose. They cannot start going through the room. Anything that's in plain sight, there's drugs on the table. There's an illegal gun in the guy's hand. That is all under that. They can use that. But anything that was in a drawer, in a room that they can't see, in the backyard, they have to get a warrant for that.
Yeah.
So no, and being a federal agent does not give them any less responsibility by the law. So the argument being it doesn't really matter. You can see Stephen Miller, that piece of shit, saying this kind of stuff all the time. It doesn't really matter. We're being tough. We're not going to play this game. This isn't a game. This is our rights.
Yeah.
This is what our entire country was founded on. And if this fails, then it's not a country anymore. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
You know, I won't read them all, but there's enough there to realize everyone that pretended like they gave a crap about this back when Obama, a black guy, was president, I want you to look deep into your heart and ask yourself, was it ever really about this? Or was it about the color of the skin of the guy that you couldn't believe made it to the White House? Because in your America, that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, that's probably what it was. It's crazy.
I've been afraid of something like this for a very long time, and I'm really pissed that it's happened in my lifetime, that here we are. This is hopefully it doesn't get any worse than this. We've got 3 years to go if nothing happens.
That's only been a year since he's been off.
It's been a year, dude.
Why does it seem so long?
Because it's been hell.
I thought it's been like 2-3 years already.
It's been one bad decision after another. And if everybody thinks that we're just going to skate through this, there are things that are broken now that you can't just put back together. The economy will get hit. Everything, you don't just break something like this and have everything work out. It's coming. But when it happens and how many people will support him through it, I don't know.
It's all old people that will.
There's young people too.
Young, white, dumb people.
There's an awful lot of people that I just don't understand who they are anymore. And
yeah, I see some people pop up that I know with their opinion, and you know they're entitled to it, but doesn't
they
mean
are.
But it's like
trying to remind myself
I don't.
of that.
You know, I get it. I mean, you got your opinion. I can't fault you for that, but I'm also like, what are you seeing that I'm not? But whatever.
I can't fault you for your logic. I also have a right to my opinion, and if you're an idiot, that's my opinion.
So my opinion, you're dumb.
Well, because I can recognize where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But you're coming from a flawed place of logic. Like, my logic is based on, I believe in a government that tries to increase rights for all people.
So I saw like someone like, this is what the reason they're like showing like people trying to cross a border, like they're making it look like it's this ICE is here for this reason. This is what
because there's a war on America.
But it's like, no, it's different. Like, it would be different if it was like they were actually doing something, like going after like cartel style members or people, murderers and dealers. But like when you're going after like hardworking people, it's like
Juan, who puts a roof on a house.
Yeah, he's just
who pays into our tax system and doesn't get the benefit. That's the other thing. All these idiots that didn't realize, and I didn't know either. I'm going to be honest. I was one of the idiots.
Yeah.
I just didn't have a huge issue with nice people being here, legal or not. They're doing a job I didn't want to do. I didn't want to be a roofer in the middle of summer in July in the Tri-Cities.
I want to know how many people out there, white, black, purple, want to go in the middle of the summer and work a fucking field. No thanks.
No, not going to.
No thanks.
Not going to.
Bro, I hate doing the yard sometimes because it's too hot.
Yeah. So back to the brilliance of Dave Chappelle and his amazing joke. I want to wear Nikes. I don't want to make them. Like,
dude, there's this comedian. His name's Ollie something. I can't remember his last name. He's fucking hilarious. Yeah. But he talks about how he has this landscaper named Carlos, and Carlos cuts his grass, and he's like, Carlos, you're cutting my grass too short, and then you need to stop that. And then Carlos stops coming, and he's like, all right. So he goes, he buys himself his lawnmower, and he's out there, and he the way he tells the story is fucking funny.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, dude, it's too hot. So he goes inside, because he's like, fuck this, no one told me about
how hot it is.
How hot and how hard mowing your yard. Then all of a sudden he hears his mower, and he looks out. Because there's a point where Carlos drives by and sees him, and he's like, oh, I kept going, acting like, this. Then I go in, and then all of a sudden, later on, I hear my mower, and it's fucking, I look out, it's Carlos. I just let him do his thing. I'm too bougie.
It's halfway done.
He's already like, fuck that, I'm going to let him do it. You cut my grass how you want.
That's funny.
But it was fucking funny. Hey, did you guys ever finish that show, His and Hers?
We did.
Did you like it?
I liked it until the end.
You didn't like the switch up? I like that.
I felt that it didn't make sense after.
I knew. I didn't know, but I had a
the
feeling.
Old lady?
Oh, yeah.
That part?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had a feeling. Because I knew there was because they're making you believe it's someone,
Right.
Like at first I knew it wasn't the girl and the guy. Like, that's too obvious,
Right.
Obviously.
I agree with that.
Then I was like, oh, it's probably the fat chick, right?
Right. Which they
But then there was a point, there was something I saw that I was like, I wonder if it's the mom.
The only thing that I didn't like about that was they put so many pieces in the story of that one particular girl, surprises, that I felt didn't make as much sense after they did the ending.
Which one?
So there's the girl that you find out who she really was as an adult.
Cast earlier? Yeah.
Do you want to just openly talk about it or
what is it? Spoiler alert?
Spoiler alert.
Turn it off if you
wanted
want.
His and Hers. So yeah,
we ruined it back 3 minutes ago.
So there's like this, there's this whole storyline where she, the big like aha is when you realize that the fat girl is the caster that she works with now.
Yeah.
And there's this whole thing. If she wasn't the murderer of all these people, why would she have hidden her identity? Why would it have been a big shock that she's working with her? Because,
I think she was.
I don't know. That part didn't make sense. The show overall, I thought, was good.
I think I felt like they had her. She was hiding just like that, just because she was trying to be like, "Fuck you, bitches."
New person. Maybe.
Well, just like you guys were bitches and left me. But obviously, the twist when it was like the other way around, it's like,
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah,
but,
I don't know. Some of it, I was just like, man.
When she dies or whatever. Like I said, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I look and I'm like, nah, there's something else. I told Alicia, there's too much time left. It's got to be there's something else because there's way too much time left right now. And then when you find out, it's like the mom, the way she does. Like I liked how they tied that where it was like, you're like, oh,
yeah,
she faked all that shit. She don't really got dementia.
And I didn't mind that. Like it wasn't that angle. It was just some of the pieces that they put together beforehand. I felt like that storyline made the other part not make sense.
Yeah, I can see that.
But it was overall, I thought it was really good, and I like the actors.
Oh, I love John Bernthal.
Yeah,
he's such a good. I'm telling you, man, the Punisher show and the Daredevil, those Netflix Marvel shows. I know people think Marvel like, oh, it's super, but these ones are like gritty, dark shows. They're not.
Well, yeah, because like not Daredevil. Punisher. It's not really like superhero-y at all, right? It's more like he's a vigilante.
In a way, yeah.
He's got like the souped-up, cool-ass car.
Yeah, not even. Well, like in the show, he's just out to fuck people up because like the whole story behind him is they killed his whole family in front of him,
right?
And then I think at one point tried to kill him, but he's just he's on his tear.
Yeah.
So he's like a good guy, bad guy.
Circling back, Venezuela. If you don't think we're causing an issue there that we might have to deal with in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, anyway, whatever.
Shit, Canada's going to be joining with China here soon.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they? They can't count on us.
I don't blame them.
This is the funny thing, guys. Like we are
can we join you?
Absolutely,
China. I'm going with you, China. Shit.
Yeah, we've given up our position.
The Chinese president or whatever was like, I'm not gonna bomb you guys, but if you do whatever, like I got these bad boys with all these nukes, and then there's a hydrogen bomb that's a part of it. Like, nice. I was like, that sounds scary. I'm gonna end it pretty much is kind of how it was.
Yeah.
But no, we watched the Rip last night.
Rip?
What's
that one?
The one with Matt Damon and and Ben Affleck.
That?
It was good.
Nice. That's cool. A Netflix.
Yeah, that was a cool movie.
Nice.
Don't expect it to be like Academy Award.
Was it Good Will Hunting Part 2? Is it?
No, it's like action packed from the jump. I guess it's based on true events, obviously, so it's going to be Hollywoodized.
Yeah, the true event was there were two guys somewhere.
They were cops. They're like cops. Okay. It's like a cop show, kind of cop movie.
Gotcha.
It's good though. It was cool. It was nice. Very fun and. Yeah,
we need some fun
you might like it. It was like I said, it was like from the beginning to the end. It was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
it was good. I liked it. I enjoyed that movie. We want to watch this other one. I don't know if anybody's ever seen Free Solo. It's based on that kid that like climbs El Capitan with no ropes.
Yep.
Well, he's climbing the tower. The tower in like Taiwan. That? No, not yet.
I haven't either, but it hasn't happened yet?
Oh, yeah, it already happened.
It happened. Okay.
Yeah, he died. No, he didn't. Yeah, but
I wonder if it's easier to climb a tower because of its repetition. Like really the structure of it's going to be kind of the same versus natural. I've seen some of this shit where these guys are climbing
this dude does it with
walls.
This dude does it with no ropes, though.
I know. I watched that Free Solo. No, thank you.
Fuck. Dude, no ropes,
the first guy
nothing.
that did El Capitan in like 4 days with wine.
This dude did it in hours.
And he did it in hours without ropes, which I get. The first time you're going, you're kind of like blazing the path.
But like this guy, he like plans it out. They show his plans. But I want to watch the one where he's climbing that fucking building.
It's kind of wild. I don't need to watch 5 hours of it, but like just snippets. Like
I just like the way they do the documentary leading up to
I do
it.
too.
It's kind of cool.
No,
they show his
climbing
training.
Documentaries are crazy.
Dude, they were showing some of his like just from the trailer. You see some of his like training. And I'm like, dude, this guy probably has the strongest fucking fingers ever. Girls love this man.
I can't remember if he's the guy. There was a guy that was showing he would practice on these boards at home, and they had centimeters on these boards.
It's probably him.
And he'd put his fingertip over it and then pinch it with his thumb to hold it in place, because part of these granite walls there was almost nothing to hold on to.
Yeah,
they're almost like like spiders or something that can just cling to.
Well, this guy, they show him he's gripping on just with his tips, obviously, like on this piece of wood, and you see him doing pull-ups.
Yeah,
with his tips, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And then he's obviously exercising.
They're of course slender. They're not carrying 50 extra pounds of
Can
fat.
you imagine? I want to see that. That's what is it? Top male peak performance.
That's me. Just
all right. I just want to see a fucking 300-pound man climb that.
Right.
Not muscular.
Just regular.
Just like smoking a cigarette. Have you seen that bull rider? He's a Mexican bull rider. He. I mean, this guy is not in shape.
Yeah.
But he can ride the fuck out of a bull. He's got a cigarette the whole time he's on this bull.
Hanging on.
Yeah, he has the cigarette in his mouth the whole time. Maybe it's
the weight. The weight is like
he's just riding this bull shirtless.
He's Bert Kreischer.
No, I swear to God, he's just shirtless, riding this bull, cigarette in mouth.
Nice.
And this bull is like bucking like crazy. Like he puts all these cowboys to shame here in America. Like it's pretty wild.
Man, I don't think we're allowed to watch that anymore.
Probably I'll get deported. That's crazy though. I don't know.
Sorry for a rant, but I think I needed it. I needed to get it out, and
it's been kind of like
I think our country needs to hear it. So,
I mean, I do hope something changes eventually.
George Washington said this. I want to read this last little bit. The Constitution of the United States, and this is what George Washington said: "It's only keepers, the people." I want that to resonate a little bit.
Remember that, because Trump's going to change it. I saw that he changed some plaques or something, and he was like talking shit about all these like different presidents, and they put that. I saw this other thing. It was at some park or museum that he made them take down civil rights plaques.
Yep.
And remove
The National Museum.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? Why are you doing that?
Because his base loves it. Because his base are a bunch of racists who love that kind of stuff. They don't believe in equality. And the idea that, black people were going to have a voice pissed them off. That's why they thought the government was too powerful, because they didn't like that the government came in and made black kids go to their schools. And they didn't like...
Dude, I saw someone... And I don't know how true all this is. Obviously, I'm going off the social media, but some guy's trying to. It was either a girl or a guy, but they're trying to say they need to basically desegregate schools, like
basically go back to segregation.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm like that. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Pretty much what they want to do with the privatized system.
Like
if you go to a fully privatized system, certain kids are going to afford the good schools, and certain kids aren't. And I wonder where those lines are going to be drawn generally. Not always, but generally speaking, if you look at socioeconomics in our country, who are going to go to the greatest schools?
Yeah.
Most of the elite white kids. And who else is going to, I'm pretty pissed off. But I love my job, and I love the kids that I work with. And I just look at the people immediately in my life, and I feel lucky. And we just got to hold on to that. And
I wonder how much money I can get for deporting my wife. Just kidding. She's all here illegally.
No,
legally. She's born
all
here
illegally. Yikes!
No, she was born here. No, I'm gonna end birthright citizenship. That's another thing.
Well, the last piece I'm going to go on here, and then I'm going to shut up about it because everybody already knows. There's a theory, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's been stated by I'm pretty sure Stephen Miller, the bald piece of shit. The Steve
Miller Band?
Yeah, this guy. He's basically a Nazi, but he's Jewish, which is kind of funny. But
oh God,
he's a real piece of garbage. But there's a theory about how America's meant to be like white, right? Like it's a white nation. So really, the goal would be to remove anybody that doesn't fit the image of America, right? So anybody, including,
how many people would be left? Say they got rid of every brown person, like myself included. Just my kids, obviously, because they got some brown in them.
It'd be like 50%.
Sorry, Elliot, you gotta go.
Right.
It'd just be you, Tom.
Well, right, and it's not funny. Like that's the
crazy
thing that is so upsetting. Is like,
I can't see that ever happening, but like that's crazy.
Well, but I never saw an execution on our streets. Well, I did see it, but but unfortunately, I was hopeful.
I feel like you would have to like get a lot of I think there's more people against. Let's just make it all whites than there is.
Well,
let's
and
make
here's
it white.
the deal:
you know what I'm saying?
Is because of the makeup of our country.
I feel like a lot of people have. I feel like people who did vote for Trump at one point.
There's a lot of people
have changed. You know, like I wonder what the percentage is now of people who would want him still in office. You know what I'm saying?
Generally speaking, he's at about 30% approval, which is pretty low, but
that's still kind of high, though.
Makes me sick to my stomach that 30% of our people like this shit. This is who they are.
30% still seems 30%.
I think I know the group I would like to deport.
Yeah. Go back to Europe.
Again, Amendment 2, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state. The rights of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Because of that, we got a lot of guns out there. And I am not proposing this. I don't think it's something I want to see. But there's going to be a point, if they're coming door to door and they're removing people, legal people, and they're ripping families apart and children are disappearing, as a consequence of that, you will see violence erupt.
Oh, yeah.
There's a point where the people are going to stand up and say no, and enough people are going to stand up. And this bullshit isn't going to be able to do anything about it because it's wrong based on our system. This isn't who we are. This isn't how we do stuff. You want to have a federal force that goes out and enforces federal law, that we get that. That's reasonable. we can go in. I do think our government needs to answer the question of how do we have a legal pathway. That's the not fun stuff. So they were really good at saying build a wall. And this is what pisses me off about our people. We love easy. We love just easy spelled out. We're not thinkers. We don't think about things.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of the walls,
Yeah.
aren't they just painting the American side black?
Yeah.
So what's the point?
How can they paint the Mexican
Well, no,
side
that's
black?
so. What's the point of wasting money?
Well, I believe it was Bill Burr who made the joke that by the time the wall's done, it's going to be to keep Americans in because we're going to be wanting to get out. It's probably so we can't leave.
Like that makes it funny because it's like, well, they can still climb and
jump over that side.
Yeah.
And it's the fucking wall. They'll dig under it. They'll cut through it.
So I watched.
But who wants to come here anymore?
So someone made. It was like they did a makeshift of how the wall's designed, and so there was a competition of them climbing.
Sure.
So easy.
Yeah. Well,
so easy, bro.
okay, this is my point, but this is the thing that I'm kind of annoyed with.
We're gonna build a laser wall.
The Democrats should have just said, "Yeah, we'll go with the wall. Build that damn wall. It's useless, but let's build the wall because it looks like something, and then leverage. If you give us immigration reform, we'll give you a wall." Because ultimately, here we are.
No.
If we had just given them the goddamn wall and said, but in return, we want this, we won't get in your way, you get the win of the wall, we get real immigration reform, which you can't, it's not as simple as just build a wall, which everybody loves, because it's stupid.
So
This is the point about our people. We don't think. We'd rather watch Kardashians than pay attention to boring shit. But this is where we are, folks. That's why we're here. In a general election, you know how many people vote? Almost nobody.
yeah.
Unless it's a presidential election, it's amazing how few people vote. And
Speaking of voting, levies, anti-levy. I'm so against levies, bro. I'm just kidding.
yeah, I don't
That's
know.
They have a song from the '60s about the levee running dry. So let's not let that happen.
Dry levies are bad. We need water. No, I'm always for the levy because
No, of course.
I teach and
I
it's
just voted.
important, but I just
Wait,
I would
do I
educate
vote yes
people
or
on-
no?
So for levies, for those of you that
I voted yes for
are
one.
wondering about why we need levies or we don't need more taxes, please.
It's not new taxes.
It's
though.
not new taxes. Please learn about our state system and the requirements on schools for funding. Schools are required to levy for portions of their funding. The state does not fund full education. They
That's so
fund
crazy.
basic education. So every state, every district within our state has to run levies. There are matching dollars from the state for levies. And if you don't pass the levy, you don't get the matching dollars. There is no way for your children to get a good education.
It's crazy
without
how many
levy
people
money.
are against seeing that happen.
Well, and I think the reason is because, and I admit it, when you look at your home taxes, it's a healthy chunk of the taxes. I get it. My question to you is, if we don't educate the youth, if we don't give a good, wholesome place for kids to go, if we don't give them the foundations, is it worth what comes later? An uneducated, non-working population is going to be breaking into your homes. They're going to be on drugs. They're going to be, they're going to have far more issues that are going to cost us way more in the long run. Yeah. So, I look at it: make an investment now, pay less later. That's my view. Please support levies, if you will. No matter where you live, if your district's running a levy, learn about our system. It's not a new tax. It's fundamentally the way our system works. I wish it weren't that way. I wish the state would just fund schools completely. It was, in our constitution, our state constitution, it's one of the very first things mentioned. We rarely fund it adequately. Without levy dollars, we can't. Everything extra, your kids' sports teams,
fuck the kids,
the paraeducators in schools, anything but your desks. I mean,
it's kind of crazy.
It's almost nothing. And bonds have to be run to rebuild schools. So, I mean, the state does very little funding.
It's crazy how much money you teachers have to put in, like your own money for.
If you go into a pretty classroom, there was a lot of money spent out of the pocket of that teacher, even with the levy dollars. Even
I know
with
that's
levy.
what it's crazy.
It just
You did it. I remember when you were.
I've always done. I did it this weekend.
Bro, I'm just gonna have the worst classroom. It's gonna look like a little prison.
Right. I mean,
I'm too poor. Sorry, the teacher. I don't get paid yet.
Yeah, I mean,
wait till I get a raise, then I'll have a cool classroom.
But that's the thing is, like, please, 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 if you think it's a tax and you're tired of paying taxes, I understand it. Taxes aren't easy. I get it. But understand the way the system works. Understand it's something that has to be done. The budgets don't work if we don't get levy dollars.
Yeah.
They just don't. If you hate schools and you think that public schools shouldn't exist, then I guess don't vote for the levy. But if you think that public education, that the right for every child to get an equal education is a good thing, consider supporting
I do if they're white. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm going to keep early Tom's energy out of this conversation because I want to be fair to.
I'm kidding.
You know,
my kids aren't white, so I just like to say that because why not? Fucking people are stupid.
No, it's a downer. This has been a rough weekend. I woke up very angry yesterday, and
why?
I still
just because of this, or
because of this.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
Blanca saw it. I slept in. I didn't wake up till like 9:30 yesterday, and she goes, "Well, somebody else got killed."
Yeah, I seen it when I was at Goodwill. I was like, Jesus Christ, man, this is crazy.
No, it is. This is insanity. And again, to any of you out there that are still supporting this, who think that the woman that went into the church is the real problem, please watch the video for yourself and ask yourself, should this happen in America?
So, I don't know, all that aside, whatever. Like, that sucks. But me and Alicia were going to Goodwill, right? And we're on 10th, and the closer you get to where Columbia Drive is, there's a church off to the side.
Okay.
Right? There were protesters out there like, pastors should be held for their lies, or lying pastor or something. Like, they were protesting against the pastor of that church.
Really?
Yeah.
The Columbia Center? 10th and Columbia Center or Columbia Drive?
No, 10th and just at the basically end of 10th.
Yeah.
Where you turn to like go towards the mall.
Okay. I know that church, that big
Seventh
church.
Day Adventist or whatever. There's that church off to the left.
Yeah.
Like,
and there were protesters out there?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
there was like, not a whole lot. There was probably like 8 people.
Did you get the idea of what they were protesting?
Yeah, they were something about the pastor's a liar and should be held accountable.
Huh. Interesting.
That's basically the gist of it. I wanted to see when we came back after we went to Costco and
I'm just so curious
came back,
what his lie was.
That's what I want to know. That's what I was. I'm like, dude, I want to know this. Cheese me, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Dwayne, just so you know, hell no, he must go. What's wrong?
Yeah,
what's going
there
on?
was basically, it was like saying like he should be held for his lies or something. So he's probably a molester.
Oof.
I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Isn't that what most church people do, right? They molest or something.
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, because it was funny. So on Kellogg, just before I turned to go to 10th, there was a guy in the corner protesting against pedophile living in the world, right? Like,
oh, which one?
Yeah, no, they're just there's a basically about housing and pedophiles.
Yeah, because they're just building that
right?
one that house for
because it's like right there, and so then I was like, oh, that's crazy, you know, like, and then I was just telling Lisa, you know, pedophiles are terrible fucking pieces of shit. It's sex offenders and stuff, whatever.
Uh-huh.
I go, you know what kind of sucks though? Say you had to register as a sex offender because your dumbass one day decided to, I just use this as an example, like piss outside.
Right.
And you just happen to get caught. So now you have to
register.
So now you got this against you. In the whole time you're like, I'm not into.
And people assume the worst.
Oh yeah, of course. Right. I was like, that would suck, but obviously 99.9% of the people are fucking.
Man, disgusting. this whole house thing is a nightmare though, because like these guys are gonna get harassed like crazy. Which they're sex offenders. I'm like, okay, but I mean, if you're not in prison theoretically.
Yeah,
you deserve. I don't know how to word this, but like, they have some right to peace as long as they're no longer offending, right? But
do you think people reform from that though?
I don't know. And
that's me and Alicia were
house
discussing.
in the middle of a city, and like build something out in the outskirts of town.
That's what she was saying.
Where there aren't people that are gonna like, because I mean, honestly, if you're a neighbor, there's a lot of neighbors that are gonna be really rude.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
It just is bad on both ends.
Like, if I was like a sex offender, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to live in town regardless.
You wouldn't want to be that close to other people.
Fuck no. Right. I would want to live in a fucking sewer.
I think that's why,
somewhere far away.
You can tell someone's not an offender. They're like, I'd want to be away. Because offenders, I think, they're the type of people that don't see it and would be like, I want to be right with everybody.
No.
But no, I mean, like, that's the thing is, like,
me out,
buy a house in the field. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Because then they have space. They're not like, but I wouldn't want a sex offender living right next to me.
No, hell no.
With my kids outside and stuff.
There was I can't remember the app, but it's like
yes, I know what you're talking about.
But it'll show all the offenders around
and
you.
And the bleeps everywhere. It's scary. But like you said, the thing that I don't like about our system is it's not really clear. Like you said, the kid that peed outside and got caught.
Yeah, shit like that.
Along I feel with the person that rapes children. Like, I feel there needs to be some clarity in our system.
I think so.
There are certain things, like if it's not really of a sexual nature, that's kind of our Puritan side. A wiener was out, it's a sex offense. Like, I think we might need to clean the books up a little bit on that. A little bit. Like, you touch a kid, that's a sex offender. You
expose yourself to a kid.
Yeah, right. That's a sexual offense. That was your purpose. You're drunk and you pee outside. You're just living life.
You're just fucking an idiot. You're stupid.
No,
granted, but I've peed outside a million times.
Everybody has. You don't think cops do? They have nowhere to go. They have to. The staters.
There was this one time I was. This is when I was single. I was at downtown Kennewick, running the streets. No, I was at bar hopping or kind of doing something like that, and I don't know if it was this girl. I wasn't with her in the sense like we weren't together, but it was like a group of us. She like squatted down and pissed between, I think it was my car and this other car.
Sure.
In the public. I guarantee you, if it was a guy, sex offender.
See, there's also the funny thing too is like people don't look at the gender thing the same. Female sex offender is not as scary as a male sex offender in our minds. Mary Kay Letourneau, who had sex with a kid, her student.
Yeah.
That is vile. That's horrible. And we held her to account. She went to jail. She's out. Blah, blah, blah.
They stayed married.
They stayed married. My knowledge is she's not screwing kids anymore. That's a good thing. But I'm just like, why is it that she's kind of like a celebrity? Like we both know her name.
Yeah. I mean.
And all the male sex offenders.
Living in that side of the state
right
when that happened. Yeah, and so the girl I dated didn't live right by her, but it was in that town, Burien. It was over that way.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I worked over there actually in Burien.
But it's a rough thing. I'm like, I look at this whole housing thing and I'm like, this is just a bad idea altogether. For the rights of the people, say that they're not, if they're committing crimes, and F them, but say that they're trying their best to be better people. And they just need a place to live. Everybody's got to live, unless we're going to execute them.
Cut off their wieners.
People need a place to live. A neighborhood. Yeah. And our school district came out with a statement. They're not loving it because it's kind of close to a school. I mean, it's like...
That's the thing.
It's like it's... it may legally not be... And I get the city's position.
You need 500 yards. You're at $4.99.
Well, right. I mean, you're at 501.
501, yeah.
Yeah. But that's the thing is the city's issue is they can't legally do anything about it. Like it would be discrimination or whatever, and they can't. But it's just like on the principle of it, it's not a great idea for anybody involved. For the children of the neighborhood or the women of the neighborhood or whoever, it's potentially not a great idea. And for the individuals who are going to live there. If they're reformed people, they're not going to be treated well either. So who wins in this situation?
I feel like real sex offenders, they're out of 100, 99 are not reformed.
I think you're right. I think honestly, like you have people that maybe
that's a mental thing.
Yeah,
you need therapy,
especially if you're like
a lobotomy or something.
What is it, like the hunter kind of like what predator, like the real predator? It's a predator behavior attitude. That's how do you get trained out of that?
You know what? I'm gonna be sexual predator in The Predator.
There you go.
Yeah,
You're gonna Dexter. You're gonna Dexter.
Come here.
Hiding in the bushes.
Hey, come here. No, it's an adult. Run.
Jesse gets arrested for dry humping
humping his leg like a dog.
Come here, you.
You like that, huh? That don't feel good, don't it?
God, it's not a funny topic.
No, I know.
Man, no, I know. It's such that story. I'm like, God, this is.
But yeah, so after we seen that, we drive down, we turn, we go down further, and then I see this other protest against this pastor, and I was like, I gotta look this shit up. I don't know what's going on over there.
Protesting that house too, or was
just one guy on the corner?
Okay,
that was it. Just one guy
cares.
And I told Alicia, I go, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he's a sexual predator.
The predator. He's like, I'm gonna get in on this on the right side. I'm gonna live with these guys to make sure they're not doing anything bad.
He had the look, like I'm like, he's probably touched a few people. And then Alicia's like, you're dumb. I'm like, I'm just saying, like, you're the only one.
Oh, I tell you.
But then, when I seen the pastor one, I was like, what the fuck is going on right now?
I think we're just. I think
end times, bro. Again, probably next week will probably not be end times, but right now, yes.
At this moment, things don't feel great. But you know what? I do, on a positive note, to end on all this crap that I've been angrily spewing. We are at a point now where at least our country is dealing with stuff that have been issues for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like this may be the first time that we just haven't been quiet about things. Where you stand today shows who you are and where you stand on issues of race.
Yeah, I think if you're for this, like, that's just who you are.
That's who you are. And we need this to come out because
it's sad
we need to put a handle on this. We need to, if we're going to get better, if we're going to grow as a nation and ultimately be better than we are today, we have to see it. We have to live through it. I just hope that the best of us prevail.
Yeah.
And that the worst of us look themselves in the mirror and say, I was wrong.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with admitting you're wrong. Don't double down, though. Jesus, especially right now. Like, that's crazy.
Yep. Anyway, that's about it. I'm tapped out. I'm going to watch football later and...
Go Rams!
Hey.
My team's out of it.
Are they out? Totally, yeah.
Oh, dude, we got murdered. We got molested.
That was a sad game. It really was rough, and I did feel.
Like I said last week, I turned it off at half. Okay,
but I mean, when you're on third string, I mean, yeah,
it is what it is.
So next year, right?
We're gonna win it all. We'll see. I'm always like, we'll see.
It's tough when you make the playoffs because you're good enough. You're not.
I didn't think we were. The way the season started with all the injuries happening, I didn't even think we would get this far.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we made it. I did have, like, high hopes, but obviously that's the point.
I was totally wrong last year, and I was like, I'm upset they canned Pete Carroll, blah, blah. I love Pete Carroll, but they did the right thing because here we are. And they restructured, they rebuilt.
And Pete Carroll got fired from Coach Williams, so...
I will always think of him as a great coach. He did great things with what he had.
Dude, I used to love UFC when he USC when he was the coach there. I was just watching UFC fight last night on Paramount. Mm-hmm. It was a fucking. I watched the main fight from the third round on. Pretty good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. So this guy, his name's, they call him Patty, Pamblet or something like that. He's like Irish.
Oh,
right. He got worked.
Did he?
But the way the punches this fool was taking, dude, it would have knocked most people out.
Yeah, like it's that Irish blood.
I mean, there was one where he got poked, like the guy swung, but his thumb was out and it got him in the eye real good. Like he started bleeding.
Holy Nikes!
Like it was pretty bad. But the cool thing I liked about that guy, Patty, I don't know why people don't like him. I like the guy. He's very even a few years back, he's very mental health aware. He even after that fight, he's like, hey, I just want to let you know, if you guys are out there, it's okay to talk. Say something.
Right.
A lot of men suffer in silence. We don't want that. Like, he's very, like, for men's mental health. I always think that's really cool, because he had, like, some people, like, he knew, like, commit suicide.
Yeah.
A friend of his.
Well, the truth is, men's mental health is everyone's mental health, because who's going to cause trouble for women? Men that need mental health help.
Yeah.
We need our brothers to take care of themselves so that they can take care of their women and not be total assholes.
Zachary.
Yeah.
Zachary. Anyway, you guys have a good rest of your day.
Just so you know, he said Zachary, a name.
Zachary. I was trying my Asian accent. It didn't work. Anyway, you guys have a good one.
All right, guys. Take care.
Peace be with you.
And also with you.
Yes.
God.